Hi, my name is Alex and I'm living in Barcelona last 8 years. And today, as an expat living here, I want to share with you the main things that you have to know before you will move to Barcelona. I moved here 8 years ago and it was the best decision that I made in my whole life. Because Barcelona is precious and amazing city. I found it out many years ago in 2008. It was the first city in Europe that I've been, and it was a love at first sight for me. And I still didn't regret about this decision. I recommend to everybody to move to Barcelona or to visit Barcelona like minimum once in a lifetime, because this city deserves it for sure. So if you decided to move to Barcelona for living, first of all, you should know it's super hard right now these times to find a flat here in Barcelona, unfortunately, because of the prices, first of all. And because you will need a lot of money just to rent the flat. Barcelona is a city with a lot of different districts where lives a lot of different people. There's a websites where you can find announcements of the flats. The main sites are Idealista and Fotocasa that are useful, and many expats and digital nomads which are moving to Barcelona. First of all, they're trying to find some place to live there. If you like more lively, like more fun times, like more noise, like more nightlife, so you better choose the old part of the city, even though I never recommended this part of the city for myself, because I need some calmness at home, even at 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning. It can be noisy here. The district that I can recommend you for living, the district which names Eixample in Spanish, and the district which names Poblenou. Especially Poblenou, it's a district where the last years where lives digital nomads, like people who is working for the big companies, and some hipsters and people who has like stable income. Prices for the flats for rent increases every day in Barcelona, comparing even with the other cities of Spain. For last year, the prices increased like twice. There's a lot of different types of public transport in Barcelona. First of all, for sure, there's a metro. The metro system, it's super cool here because you can get from point A to point B really fast by metro. Sometimes, at first, it's hard to understand how metro works here, but with the time, you will find it really easily. For sure, you can use a taxi. Situation with the taxi in Barcelona, in my opinion, is much better than in the other cities all over Europe, because you can use the applications to get the taxi, and you can also use the taxi and get the taxi on the street. It's more or less the same price. Normally, it's always free taxis on the street, except the times of the holidays, where it's a bit hard to get the taxi on the street without the application, or if they have a strike, which happens sometimes in Barcelona. We have a bus system, and the buses works really good here as well. If you like your personal transport, I don't recommend you to use the car, especially if you are living in the main center of the city. It's really hard to find the place for parking. You can easily use scooters and for sure bicycles. Bicycles are super popular in Barcelona. There's a lot of roads especially made for bicycles, and it's all over the city. It's super comfortable. As I told you, Barcelona is not a super big city, and you can get from point A to point B by the bicycle like in 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes depending on where you're going. In the city we also have the system of tram. It's a transport which is on the upper side of the city and closer to the sea in the Poblino district, on the street named Diagonal. Tram is super comfortable, tram is super ecological, and it's really useful if you're living in the districts which has this transportation system. Well, Barcelona is the second capital of Spain. It's famous with its beautiful monuments, beautiful culture, beautiful modernist buildings. Barcelona became Barcelona that you can see right now in 1992, after the Olympic Games of 1992, when the government made a lot of input to the cultural view of Barcelona these days. They put a lot of new buildings, new monuments, and new places. They build it like for people, and now you can see it everywhere, as much as, for example, Gaudi places, because Gaudi is the main person here in Barcelona and in the whole Catalonia, because he was a genius and he made a huge impact in the cultural legacy of the city. Also, in Barcelona there's a lot of super ancient places and buildings and monuments, like churches, like cathedrals, like monasterios, and other things that were built in 14th, 15th century, and they deserve your attention for sure, because they can be one of a kind with a huge historical moment, and it's very interesting to know that. Barcelona is super famous with its restaurants and bars and terraces with a lot of different cuisines and food that you can order here. A lot of restaurants, really Spanish old restaurants, are super great and can be super expensive. As long as Barcelona is really a multinational place, you just can find here any cuisine that you can imagine. In Barcelona there's a huge amount of tourists, of locals, and in the Spanish culture of eating, you are not normally eating at home. For sure you're cooking, and if you're cooking at home you are going to the supermarket. There's a lot of different brands, like chains of supermarket, which represented here in Barcelona, and it's cheaper to cook at home than to go out in the restaurant. But what can I say, in my experience, going out for the dinner, it's not super expensive here. You can find places like luxury places or posh places, as well as you can find a lot of Michelin restaurants with the stars, but normally people who is living here, who is working here, they are going out for the dinner in their neighborhood or closer. Now we're in El Born district, part of the old city, and here, as you can see, they have a lot of restaurants, bars, and mostly any time of the day you can find something here to enjoy the food, to enjoy the drinks. What can I tell you about the food culture in general? That here in Barcelona, as long as in the whole Spain, they have their schedule normally. I'm not talking about super touristic places, because super touristic places normally most of them working all day long. But if you want some kind of special food, you have to remember one thing clearly, that after lunch, during the daytime, the most of delicious restaurants, they are closing for siesta. Siesta, it's 2, 3, 4 hours of break during the day when the restaurants can be closed, and they're opening only for the dinner in the evening. They can open at 7:30 or they can open at 8 p.m. in the evening. You have to be ready for the things like mañana, fiesta, siesta, and some other things in Spanish. First of all, the word mañana means that people here doesn't like to do some things like immediately. They are trying with all their nature like to reschedule some kind of things for after. So if you need some signed documents, or if you need some kind of services, you have to be ready that it's not going to be like immediately made. You have to wait maybe 1 day, maybe 2 days, maybe a week even, because nobody's here in a hurry. The second thing is siesta. Siesta normally is super popular on the south of Spain, but it doesn't mean that it happens only on the south. You have to be ready, then the shops can be closed after 3 p.m. till the evening, for example. It means that people need some time during the daytime to have some rest, to have some sleep, to have some time for themselves. And the word fiesta means the celebration, or like, partying, going out, and it's super popular here as well, because people likes to go out, especially locals, to go out to visit some bars, to meet with their friends on the terraces, in the restaurants. It's kind of like super popular thing here in Spain. So take this information and keep it in mind when you're traveling or when you're moving to this beautiful country, and especially in Barcelona. Thank you guys for watching our channel. It's a project Stay to Meet. If you have any questions about how to be the true local person in Barcelona, if you're planning your move to Barcelona, don't be shy to leave the comments. So subscribe for our channel, and we will make everything to give you a lot of information, the most useful information about living in Barcelona. You are very welcome always.